Hi everybody, and welcome to my channel, Oracle of the Crows, Hypno-Crow. My name is Melody. For those of you who are new to my channel, welcome. Thank you to each and every one of you guys, whether you are a returning subscriber from my other channel or a new subscriber to this channel. I'm thankful for each and every one of you guys from the bottom of my heart and soul. So this video is for the star sign of Scorpio because we are currently in Scorpio season. And this video is a lunar eclipse spread because we have a full moon lunar eclipse happening. It is in sidereal Aries or tropical Taurus, depending on which astrology you follow. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started, Scorpios. So the first question is an ancestral or karmic pattern that is calling you, Scorpio, to be released. So we're going to see what this is, what is being reflected back to you that is calling you. And for this answer, we're going to use the Moonology cards and the Signs from Spirit Oracle. For Scorpios, what ancestral or karmic pattern is calling to Scorpio that needs to be released? Look at that, new moon in Aries. So remember what I said about the full moon either being in tropical sidereal Aries or tropical Taurus. So Scorpios are telling you what's being reflected back to you. A karmic pattern that is calling you to be released is about taking some sort of action. Somebody perhaps has been procrastinating. And maybe you, from the new moon that we had in your sign, Scorpio, in a tropical, which was a lunar or solar eclipse, to the full moon lunar eclipse, there is energies in it that is pushing you to take some sort of action, all right, to move, to do something perhaps that you've been wanting to do. So a karmic pattern, ancestral pattern that is calling you to be released, is they're telling you, they're really pulling it out of you. It's time to take action. It's time to let it go, all right, because they feel like, Scorpios, you have a specific creative idea perhaps in your mind that you want to do, but there could be some fear around it, because sometimes when we make major changes in our life, especially when it comes to career, it could be a little scary, because what it does is it pulls you out of your comfort zone. So let's go ahead and see what are some signs that this full moon is reflecting back to you. What are some signs that this full moon is reflecting back to you? Okay, so red is about your root chakra. So it's about having the courage to release this pattern that is calling you. I mean, I really feel the pull to you. The pull from, you know what I mean? The pull to do it. I'm really feeling it. But it's having the courage to let it go. To what? Step into something that you're passionate about. Something that you can build from the ground up. Something that you could put a lot of positive energy into it. So we have rainstorm coming through. So there's that anger, right? You need to release this melancholy, this rainstorm, this anger. And they're telling you this full moon lunar eclipse is the perfect time to have the courage to release it. What was your heading last week? Something about life isn't about learning. Life isn't about waiting for the storm to pass. It's about learning to dance in the rain. Look, there you are dancing in that rain. You got an umbrella on your head, but you're still dancing in the rain. The rain of what you're passionate about. See all these houses in the background? I feel like it goes back to a few readings ago where I pulled through that somebody wants to either buy a house and start renovating it, or do some sort of renovating period, whether it's a house or just restoration of antiques or whatever is you're passionate about. Okay, so they're telling you that there's something in your heart space here that is making you like it's like you have that fear. I fear that if I shift out of this comfort zone, that what I really want to do is not going to take off, and that is not the truth. All right. So they're telling you dancing in the rain. Put an umbrella over your head. Dance like you've never danced before, and head straight towards that thing that you're passionate about. This full moon is really reflecting it back to you, that it's literally your own emotions that are holding you back. So don't allow the chaos, perhaps it's around you, to block you. It's time to get out of that. It is no longer serving you. There's no need to be in a situation where you are not stable mentally, emotionally, and physically. The things that trigger you, make you angry, right? It's time to separate yourself from that. It's time to get away from that chaos, that storm, and it's time to learn how to walk in it and have the courage to go after something that you're passionate about. Alrighty. So question number 2 says, how can I evolve from this pattern and take my next step? So for these cards, we're going to pull a couple of cards from this deck. How can Scorpio evolve from this pattern and take their next step? How can Scorpio evolve from this pattern and take their next step? How can Scorpio evolve from this pattern and take their next step? Find a sense of balance right off the bat. Find a sense of balance. Trust your heart. Bring yourself to the point of making that decision. Making the best decision to follow your heart. And if I am not mistaken, again, these past few weeks for you, Scorpio, have been all about that. Trusting your heart space, right? Trusting your heart space to guide you in your 3D reality. Feel safe and secure enough to have the courage to make the choice to, it'll benefit both you and your partner as well, is something else that I am seeing. So how can you evolve from this pattern? Find a sense of balance and harmony to step away from the storm of chaos and anger, and learn to follow your hearts. I feel like this is has something to do with your partner. You and your partner are going to be fine. You're going to have nothing to worry about. I feel like you and your partner are going to build this business together. So let's pull another card. Take the next step. Yeah. So we have an 8 coming through now. That's an 8. That's about the both of you co-creating together. So it's about letting go of that fear. And them telling you it's all in your head. So how can you evolve from this pattern and take the next step is let go of the fear. Let go of the fear because it's all in your head. Listen to your heart. Find a state of balance between your masculine and feminine energies, which would be your fire chakra and your water chakra, which would be your solar plexus and your sacral chakra. And listen to your heart. What makes you passionate? And have the courage to take that action. You have nothing to worry about, Scorpio. There is nothing to worry about. The only thing that is keeping you in a state of worry is your head. So and it's challenging you. The lunar eclipse is really challenging you, okay, to walk that path, to follow something you're passionate about. I'm telling you, you're going to be successful. You're going to be successful. That's why you're feeling the pull. That's why it's being reflected back to you, because it's time. Okay? So, what must Scorpio consciously let go of that they have been avoiding? What must Scorpio consciously let go of that they have been avoiding? What must Scorpio consciously let go of that they've been avoiding? Huh. Well, there you go. Let go of the fearful stories you are telling yourself. Right there. The Eight of Swords. How can you evolve from this pattern and take your next step? Let go of the fearful stories you're telling yourself that you can't do it. Stay in the moment, focus on solutions, and celebrate every baby step forward. So, what must you consciously let go of that you've been avoiding is this fear. The fear, it's all in your head. It's all in your head. Listen to your heart. Make that decision. Stop telling yourself that, oh, we're not going to make it, or this isn't, I don't know if I can do this because I don't know how I'm going to do this part, or I'm going to know. Those are all just stories that fear is telling you. And it's, why stay in a situation where it's chaotic? There's always chaos. There's always anger. Why stay in a situation where you're constantly triggered? So they're telling you to focus on the solution. Focus. See how these two are focusing? Focus on the solution by following what you are passionate about. You know, we have Aries, anger. Mars. Mars is in retrograde. I don't know how long it's going to be in retrograde, but while I'm recording this video, Mars is in retrograde. So things are going to be double amped for you in your situation. And there's a reason for it. And that's because Spirit is trying to pull you out of that. And then surrender to the beauty of the natural world. Take a relaxing break. Spend time in nature. Replenish yourself by feeling the beauty and ecstasy there. So take the break. Go spend some time out in the real world, out in nature with the trees, the birds. This will replenish you, where it'll bring in that sense of balance. And you will see the beauty of what your next step is instead of seeing it as a storm, chaos. I'm telling you, somebody is meant to restore houses. Somebody is going to be doing some restoration. Look how dilapidated all these houses are. You're gonna be restoring like old antique places that are 100 years old that need a little bit of love, right? They're gonna need a little bit of love. So you need, and I feel like it's not put this here. It's not, I just feel like it could even be cabins in the woods. Places in the woods, maybe dilapidated places in the woods somewhere. And that's why they're telling you, go spend some time out there. Go out and start working on this restoration. See the beauty of the whole world. See the beauty of, picture it before it actually gets finished. Picture it, like visualize it. Visualize what you want this to look like. And keep your fantasy focused there. And allow, look at the heart, allow the heart to guide you. Because I feel like this is something that you've been passionate about for a while, but you've been hesitant. And it all has a lot to do with that head thought, that fear. And that's what's got you trapped. All right, so the next question is, this is some messages from your higher self. A message for Scorpio's soul that you must listen to. A message from your soul that you must listen to about this time. A message from Scorpio's soul, higher self, that they must listen to at this time. So we have light. My light radiates through my life and the world around me. So your soul is lighting the way. Look how you're reaching up and grabbing that sun. That's that solar plexus energy. Look at all that fire. That is the lunar eclipse. And an opening. I'm open to receiving the gifts from the universe. So open yourself up to this beautiful gift. And have the courage to follow your heart and go after it. Also, too, have the courage to take a break from this chaos right here. This anger. So that you can clear it outside by grounding your energy. So that you can open your heart. And see, this is truly a gift from the universe. Every baby step forward towards this goal is a gift from the universe. So celebrate that. Celebrate the light that radiates through you and all around you, and open up to receiving the light back to you from the universe. Alright, so we're going to pull a higher self message here for Scorpio. So you need to listen to your heart right here. Listen to your heart at this time. And then allow, like, see, she's up on a ladder, right? This is about taking the next step on your ascension journey and reaching for the power, right? Reaching for the power of the sun, your solar plexus. This is part of your solar plexus is where you have your life force energy, your life's purpose lies in that. So it's about having the power and the courage to reach for your purpose. There's where the ecstasy lies. Instead of focusing on, I am angry, I don't want to be here no more, focusing more on the fear, they want you to focus more on the solution, because they're definitely lighting the way. But you need to open your heart to feel it, to see it, to know it. Alright, so higher self message to Scorpio to finalize their lunar eclipse reading. Yeah. Your soul is telling you something bigger is on its way. So you even have a puppy dog here. So I feel like your animals could even be showing you the signs. Look, the sun coming up in the background. There you are reaching for it. You're on top of this mountain. This is that obstacle right here. The fearful stories that you're telling yourself. And when you spread your arms and you learn to stand in the present moment, and you just see how surrender the beauty in the natural world. See how you're looking out over that horizon? There's the natural world. So here's the back of your card. Allow your vision to expand and be open to the form it takes. You may discover that you were dreaming too small, or that what seemed like an obstacle is actually pointing you in a better direction. The universe always has your back. So, Scorpio, your vision, right? Hold your vision and be open to the form it takes, because your higher self is trying to get you to focus and celebrate instead of dreaming small because of this fear. Okay? So there's really not an obstacle here. The only obstacle is your head. Trust that the universe is radiating that light to you for a reason. Okay? So there you go, Scorpio. Thank you for watching. Have a great lunar eclipse and a great week.